I'm Lauren. This is Jack and Henry and Cora. Jack is almost 12 now, Henry is almost 9, and Cora is almost 4. And we found Dr. Matsumoto's office after a journey that we had been on with Henry. So a couple years ago, Henry was reporting that he was not sleeping, and he looked like he was sleeping, but he would wake up and say, "I didn't sleep all night." And as part of that, we went to his pediatrician, we did allergy testing, we went to a pediatric ENT, we tried some holistic doctors, and we could not find any answers. We had noticed some behavioral concerns. Sorry, but we had. And we just couldn't figure out what was going on with Henry. And we got referred to Dr. Matsumoto's office. And from the very get-go, I think I cried at our first appointment because for the first time, I felt like we had a plan, we had hope, and we knew we were going to change Henry's life. And we did. And because it had such an impact on Henry, Henry started sleeping. His behavior was great. It really just made a gigantic difference in his life. And because of that, we became an expander family. And then Jack got his expander next, and we were able to get him to the right place with Dr. Matsumoto. He still actually has his expander. And then Cora got her expander, and she has a hot pink expander. And it has been so easy for all 3 of them. I had different concerns for each child, how they would tolerate it, if it was going to be painful, would they have complaints about their expanders, and they've had no complaints. We've had no tears. Even for the placement, Jack's expander is a little bit different than the other 2 because he was older, so he has a more advanced expander that has pins. We were a little bit nervous about how that would go. Jack didn't shed a tear. He had no complaints. And then Cora was excited to get hers because she wanted to do what her big siblings were doing. So she just hopped right up in the chair, laid down, had her expander placed, and excitedly reminds me every Wednesday and Sunday that it's time for her turns. So we refer everybody that we know here because it has had such a wonderful impact on our lives. And we are so grateful. And we drive all the way here from Myrtle Beach. And we actually love our drives together. And we have our little routines that we do, but we're just so grateful. So some of the improvements we've seen with Henry are he reports he sleeps through the night. He sleeps with his mouth closed. He had circles under his eyes, and those are gone. He seems rested when he wakes up. His behavior is improved. He's doing really well in school. And he just seems like a happier, more engaged and rested child. And we really are just so grateful that we found you and that he's been able to have his life really changed because of you. So one of the things we've really enjoyed about this experience is that we get individual attention every time we come. We have a very specific plan for each child, and Dr. Matsumoto is so wonderful about analyzing every scenario. He educates us on what's going to happen. He's so good with the kids, and they really feel calm and supported each time that we come here. And we really have not had any tears about any visits, and we're so impressed with this office. So one of the things Jack has really reported is that he actually sleeps better too. Even though we didn't know really that he had these complaints, that wasn't really the reason that we came here. But it has been a really added bonus. I think everybody's sleeping better. I can even tell when Cora sleeps, she sleeps with her mouth perfectly closed. And that is such a gift. I actually had to have 3 jaw surgeries growing up. So one of my main concerns for all 3 kids is to try to avoid that because I know what an experience that could be, and I have so much hardware in my face, and I want them all to avoid that experience, and I feel very confident that we are going to be able to avoid that for all 3 of them.